Bring in small business expert, president of the Marks Group, Gene Marks, and we keep hearing the story over and over. That you're telling me I've got to pay my employees more.
Yep.
It's costing me more. If I don't raise prices, then I'm going to be squeezed as the owner. But if I do raise prices, I may lose business because the customer's going to get upset.
Yeah, by the way, a couple of things on that. What she didn't even realize is that when minimum wages go up, that puts upward pressure on all wages, right? Because when people are making more, they see people at the bottom level getting paid more. They start thinking, well, I should be getting more as well. And the other thing, you asked about inflation, with her as well. Yeah, I mean, inflation itself has come down to around the 3% level now. But I mean, Cheryl, across the board, my clients are dealing with double-digit price increases that have happened over the past 2 or 3 years. They're still trying to get their arms around that. I mean, this is utilities, core materials, freight costs. So it's not just like, oh, inflation is down to 3%, so everything is fine now. Most people are struggling with these increases, and when minimum wages go up the way they are, it just makes things that much tougher.
Well, it's not just minimum wages, but you say that businesses are sitting on this tidal wave of federal regulations that they're just getting crushed under. Can you be more specific?
Federal and state regulations. I mean, for example, you talk about the government getting involved in your compensation. I mean, 3 states right now mandate paid time off. That's Maine, Nevada, and Illinois. Whatever we pay for vacation, the state says, no, you have to have a minimum number of paid, regardless of why your employees are taking time off. And there are a ton of cities and states around the country that mandate just sick time as well. These are all just actual costs that the government is telling the businesses that they have to pay. On the federal side, the Department of Labor is super busy this year. They're raising overtime wages this year. They're raising the way that we can classify independent contractors this year as well. The EEOC, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, new rules are coming out with harassment. If you are on a Zoom call with a vendor, for example, and there is something that you as an employee consider to be harassment, you can turn around and file a claim against your employer for that person's behavior. So we as employees as employers have to be keeping track of what everybody is doing.
Wow.
So that's just a very small percentage of the regulations that are coming.
We've only got, we're ending the business day here, and this is it. If anybody wants to make a last-ditch tax move, you're literally at the deadline. But I mean, what can we do to cut down that bill, especially these businesses?
Yeah, a few things for businesses and for individuals, right? Sock away as much as you can into your retirement plans, okay? It is the best tax thing you can do to minimize your tax bill, and put money into Roth retirement plans because it's after tax, but Cheryl, it grows tax-free forever. And there's no minimum requirement to take it out. So retirement plans and Roth retirement plans, there's still time to do something with that. If you're a business and you're on the cash basis, accelerate your expenses this year. If you can prepay some of those bills, you can get them in under the wire in 2023 and take the deduction for that.
Okay.
Also, if you want to buy some equipment before the end of the year, software, hardware, equipment, buy it.
At least make the order and
get it into service is what it has to be, and you'll get a bigger deduction this year than you'll get next year.
That's interesting, Gene. It's always good to talk to you about this topic.
Cheryl.
And small businesses are just, especially here in New York, praying for them. That's all I can say. It is very tough right now,
especially in this city, man. It is tough.
Yeah.
It is tough.
Gene Marks.
Thanks.